Hello everyone, so I wanted to look at this the Daily Express, and in the kind of middle kind of pages of this tabloid is an article which is by Giles Sheldrick, and the headline of it is Harry's book is tough on William and Kate. So he has kind of hit his rival here. Apparently, this is what it says here. Prince Harry's truthful memoirs will irretrievably damage the fragile relationship between his brother and spread bait. So I can't see, it's quite dark here, and spread hate throughout the royal family, experts claimed last night. Well, first of all, what I'm picking up there intuitively is that Harry is blaming his brother for all of this hate towards Meghan and Harry. That is the first energies I get there. He's pointing the finger at his brother. And then it says, insiders say Spare written, not as the prince I was born, but as the man I have become. So we're taking this book here. Apparently he's got a lot to say about his brother. King Charles is bracing himself for fresh and damaging royal revelations that could blow the recent Netflix documentary out of the water. It is widely thought that the relationship between his sons, the Duke of Sussex and the Prince of Wales, will never be the same again. With publications on January the 10th set to be the final straw to the long-running and bitter feud between them. Royal author Margaret Holder said, "This must surely mark the end of the road for the warring brothers. It will also spread the feud into the future of the Windsor dynasty and create problems for the children of both families." The prince's mother, Diana, who will figure in the book, never wanted second-born to mean second best. Some might sympathise with Harry and question it as an ancient system to blame blame him for so much turmoil. As others will ask, Harry's personality is the real cause here. Harry's personality is the real cause here. One person who had read the proof copy of the Ghost written biography said it largely spares Charles but is devastating for William. One said, generally, the book will be worse than the royal family is expecting. Everything is laid bare. Charles comes out of it better than I had expected, but it's tough for William in particular. And even Kate gets. So why has he done this? Apparently, it's understood that that there was some kind of raging fit from William towards Harry, and I think he's. I feel that Harry has held a grudge here against his brother for this raging fit. So what I'm going to do is look at this, and please put your comments in the comment section about this book, The Spare. which is really tough on William. Okay. I think it was something to do with whenever, and I think it's somewhere on this article, but I'm not going to search for that. I think it's something to do with Harry. Every time Meghan and Harry had to go by the firm before they did anything in public, when they were royals, when they were part of the firm. And there was a particular time, or maybe multiple times, that William actually raged at Harry because they wanted to. I don't know. We'll find out with the book, I guess. But I'm getting energy-wise that Harry wanted to be a little bit more equal than his brother William wanted him to be. I'll just read this bit. Spare was chosen as a title as an explicit reference to Harry's largely backseat role in the royal family, unlike his brother, 40-year-old brother, who will succeed his father as king. Harry, 38, has promised an accurate and wholly thoughtful and truthful first-hand account of his life from birth. It has been written by Pulitzer Prize-winning former journalist J.R. Moringa, who also ghosted tennis great Andre Agassi's best-selling autobiography. So, let's see, his charitable work and ultimate decision to quit the royal family was one taken with haunting memory of his mother, Diana, Princess of Wales, who died in 1997. Now, if you've looked at my reading, I feel that she is still alive. I just got this energy that she's still around. Although he had touched on the unimaginable pain and grief of losing her at such a young age, and so publicly, Spare will be the first time he fully opens his heart over the burden he has carried for more than 2 decades. What burden is that? Is that a burden that is telling a lie, holding a lie that his mother is still alive? In the recent Harry and Meghan documentary series, which aired on Netflix last month, the Duke of Sussex claimed his brother screamed and shouted at him during a blazing row over the decision to quit royal life in 2020. His biography is expected to go much further and deeper into the rift and the reason behind it. The Part 6 show was released over 2 weeks, with the couple expressing disgust at Meghan's treatment in the UK and their decision to relocate to California on what was described as a freedom flight. Okay, so he was raged at by William for saying that he wanted to quit the royal family. Let's have a look at this in a reading, and let's look closer to this. Why did William actually rage at Harry? What was the reason behind that? Was it purely the fact that he was wanting to leave the royal family, or is there a deeper issue here that, you know, Harry has the freedom? Harry is able to, you know, just abandon the royal family and just leave, but I can't. Is that the reason that all this venom came pouring out of William? William in the form of a rage. So let's look into that. I feel, yeah, I'm getting these energies that are saying yes. He was very envious and angry and bitter and resentful that his brother could have that choice of just kind of saying, I'm gone, I'm done here, I can leave and I can go and have my freedom whenever I want, but you can't. It's like, it's like that last kind of icing on the cake and putting the cherry on the cake there and saying, there you go, bro, you're stuck with this and I have a choice here to fly and flee away from this situation. So let's have a look at a reading on this, okay? So let's have a look at a reading here. Why was William so angry with and rageful towards Harry, Prince Harry, when he actually said that he's going to leave the royal family, extricate himself away from the royal family and have nothing to do with fur? So let's have a look here. I'm using my pagan deck. I was find this is a lot kind of better than well, I think he screamed at him to say, you are deluded, you are pretty deluded that you feel that you can just get up and go and leave the royal family. So the delusion card comes through here. And if you think you're going to leave the royal family, you can think again. So lots of, you are a royal, you have a duty. You have a duty and what he's doing is, what I'm getting the energies here is spewing out to this rage towards Harry because he's explaining to Harry what's his responsibility and he cannot leave the royal family. So all of this venom is coming out. You're deluded. You cannot leave the royal family. It's you can keep dreaming about leaving the royal family, but it's not going to happen. So I feel that this is where this started is like, are you joking? This is, I can't believe that you want to actually leave the royal family, the firm. And so the thing that came here, it's like I get like it actually cracked and there was some kind of yeah, like it cracked into, I get like cracked into Prince William to pour all this venom out here because he wasn't allowed to have this privilege, okay, to be able to do that. The next card I get here is then accuse him that it's all about money for you. It's all about money. You want the money, but you don't. You want the money, but you don't want the responsibility that goes with it. You want the high life of the royal family, but you don't want to do the hard work that it takes. So all of this coming out here with this argument, again, it's all about money for you, making money. The only reason you're going to LA and California is to make money. It's all about money for you, and you're greedy. But I get the love card here, which is the Ace of Cups, and I also get the answer here from Harry saying, no, that is not the reason why I am doing it, because I love my partner. I love Meghan, and the way that you've treated Meghan is not the way that I want my wife to be treated. So the reason I'm leaving the royal family is because your treatment of my wife is absolutely diabolical. So this came into this argument, and yeah, the broken-hearted feeling here of the way that all this has gone, this big rift of the way this actually imploded with the Tower card. It all kind of imploded, and we get here, it's this very cringeful, I get this energy of feeling very, it's all cringy, and I need to get away from this. And this is Harry running, after this horrible outburst from William. He just wanted to run away from this. Oh, what have I caused here? And I feel that William wanted him to feel like he's caused such, it's Harry, this is you all over. You always want to cause problems, and which we as the as the establishment and the firm have to resolve all of your problems for you. Get your head together. Your mental health issues. This is what this is. How are you going to survive outside of the royal family? So all of these energies that I'm picking up here, what William said. Also, the leakages is blaming William for all these leaks out of private conversations. Where did this come from? This was leaked. Now, I don't feel he realizes people like us, like me, who made many kind of revelations about what was going on behind those palace walls, which became truthful. And they kind of guessing, where did this come from? Where did this information come from? And I did predict, and I'm not kind of saying it, blowing my own trumpet. I'm not like that, but I think they forgot. Maybe they didn't watch my readings, but I explained a lot what was going on behind those palace walls. In fact, I even said at the time, this is, like a fly on the wall, looking behind the scenes of Buckingham Palace. So he's pointing the finger at his brother William for leaking all this private information of them going to Canada, them going to California, leaking it all out when they were the only people that knew. I predicted that they would go to Canada first and then go to Santa Barbara and then to LA, or I think I was like in between the Santa Barbara and LA there, California. So off he went here with this outburst. A lot of this was resentment of, it's okay for you. You can do this, but I can't, kind of thing. I get the Lord here. I get, this is Prince William. How dare you speak to me? I'm a senior royal. You're not a senior royal. And I'm going to be king one day. How dare you speak to me in this way? Very, very kind of Henry VIII style, very Henry VIII style. Treason. Off with his head kind of thing. So there's this kind of, in the blood, this royal blood here. And we have these two wolves howling with the moon. The moon card is everything that you cannot see, which is psychology. Everything that you can't see. And these two wolves are Harry and William howling at each other here. But we cannot see why, because a lot of this is psychological. A lot of this is, trauma from their childhood, that they've been stuck with this position. Now, I did get with this 60 minutes kind of thing, that this interview, and also I think that they say at the 60 minutes that Harry wants his brother back, and he wants his father back, and he wants to regain the harmony. Well, the first thing that I get here with the energies from this is that, it's okay now, bro, and it's okay now, pal. I've made millions on that book, on my memoirs, and I've made millions from that Netflix deal. So we're okay for the time being. So, can we make up? Can we be buddies again? Meghan kind of wanted me to do this, and she wanted me to spill the beans here and air all our dirty laundry out in public, you know, and I've done that now. And I've got no kind of job to go to. I have no skills to earn money, so this was a done deal. So now I've done this, I want to make it up with you guys, William and Papa. Okay. So I do get that energy. Now he's now he's got, I don't know, 30 million in the bank. How long that's gonna last, who knows? I also feel that he's trying to get some kind of allies here. Harry is trying to get his allies, and the allies that he's trying to get is from Hollywood and LA, and trying to get people to understand his point of view of why he did this, why he felt so frustrated from this, very toxic kind of, get the energies, very, very toxic kind of establishment that he couldn't stand and bear anymore. He couldn't feel, he felt like, I'm a man with pride, and I'm a royal, and I had my brother looking down at me like I was a piece of scum, on something underneath his shoe. So get here the 10 of Pentacles, and he's trying to say, please don't treat me this way. Please don't treat me this way. Just because I'm the spare, don't treat me this way. Don't look down at me like this and make me feel ashamed for being alive. Who the hell do you think you are? Yeah, okay, you are the King of England. But, please don't treat me. It's like he's trying to reach out to his family, pathetic way to go on, really. And it's typical of men not thinking before they act, that kind of energy. It's like brawn getting in the way, and like, egos getting in the way, lots of egos here, without thinking about the consequences. Well, this is the consequences, because Harry stepped back and said, oh my goodness, you're throwing all this venom on me. Kind of see you as you are, what you are now. You've actually shown me that you're very, very jealous that I can just step out of this situation and you can't. And all this venom, this poison that's coming out of you just shows the type of person that you actually are, William. And this is Harry speaking, by the way, not me. So we get this, but I'm going to make a few dollars from this too. I'm going to let people know this wonderful William and Kate prancing around like perfect, that butter wouldn't melt. Butter wouldn't melt. Well, I'm going to tell you a story where there's absolute fury and rage and anger that comes out of that man's mouth, and that's what he's done. That's what he's done here. Now I do get Kate here is in the middle of this. I also feel that Kate had something to say. I think they were trying to, what was happening at the time at the wedding and when they were in the royal family, I feel they were trying to, there has to be a pecking order here. Meghan has to get, right down there, and Kate has to be right up here. And that looked like racism. That looked so much like racism. And that's the way that Harry and Meghan saw this, is like racism. They were treating Meghan like she was like beneath all of them, which she is in the pecking order of the royal family, and it's nothing to do with race. So all of this coming through here is like putting Harry and Meghan in their place where they belong. So that's coming through. And we also get recklessness here from Harry. Total recklessness. I think this really kind of shocked him, because Harry's a spoilt brat, and what Harry wants, Harry gets. Then all of a sudden, Harry doesn't get. Harry doesn't get. and he has to sit beneath his brother, sit behind his brother, and you know, that really cut deep for him, because he's had everything given to him so easily, but now he's having to, it's been like he's been thrown under the bus and say, look, you can get along with your own life now, you're not going to get any help from us, and you can get along with this. And you know, it's such a contrast from the way that he was brought up, and that's why he's doing this memoir of when he was born, growing up, his mother, and this spoilt brat Harry the Spare. Actually, the Spare is allowed to do what they like, but very kind of damaging in a way psychologically, is what he's going to talk about, I feel, in this book. And I also get the Queen. The Queen is going to, which is not great timing after her death, and the Queen and her tradition. The Queen is going to talk about the Queen and her tradition, and this is how it's always been. It's always been like this. And very kind of discontented in what he was given at the end of, you know, at the end of it all. At the end of it all, he was not, you know, when they got married, Meghan and Harry, they thought they were going to get roles in, you know, in the you know, doing tours and in countries of colour, and the Commonwealth and all of this kind of thing, but they didn't bank on actually being treated like they were beneath them, you're beneath us, and they were really getting treated like they were. So there was this one-upmanship going on here with William and Harry. I'm above you, you're down there. And every time Harry spoke, he was pulled back down again, back down there. And every time Meghan spoke, she was dragged down there and put down there. You know, you don't have a position here in the royal family to be able to speak out freely like that, where you've got power. So they were made to feel quite crushed, really. Like, we're going to put you in your place so you know where you are, you know, and you're not going to move from that place, because we are going to crack you, we are going to break you, so you know where your place is in this royal family. And that's what's coming through here. The energies that's coming through with this reading is, you know, we will bend you, we will crack you, we will break you until you are down there. And we will have people like the MI5, the MI6, who will help us with this task here at hand. You need to be put in your place. And that was seen as racism. That was seen as racism. And very archaic as well. So I do get in this Spare book that he's going to talk about the tradition, how archaic it was. No equilibrium here. And the starting of this new era. So is this book going to be a game changer? Will King Charles and William have to swallow their pride? I think, well, for today, for the modern world, maybe the way that we treated them was a little bit archaic. So is this going to change this snobbery of the royal family and these archetype people and these these aristocratic type snobs? In fact, it could be anyone in society, snobs who feel that, you know, you're not allowed to be above me, I'm going to drag you down, I am going to destroy your reputation, I am going to pull you down and destroy you. But Harry has spoken out here about this archaic, you know, destroying and bringing you down to beneath them. And this is what created this argument, this rift here. It was going around in circles. You know, I am not going to allow you to drag me down. I am not going to allow you to break me. I'm not going to allow you to to pull me beneath you. I'm not going to do this. So this battle goes around and around and around. And trying to get equal status. Harry wants equal rights and status. I feel he'd be just happy with being treated respectfully and being treated as an equal. But William is not going to treat him as an equal. He's always going to chip at him and bring him down. Harry will say something and William will say, how stupid is that? You don't even know what you're talking about. You know, you're ridiculous. So always chipping him down like this. So getting over these obstacles of this rift here. This rift. And we have the magician. Lots of trickery. Lots of lies, trickery. Even from the firm, there's been trickery. And then we get the death card of the Queen. The trickery also around Princess Diana and this so-called accident, okay, and wanting to take the lead here. So Harry is wanting to take the lead in this. It's like nobody's got the right to drag somebody down. Everybody's equal in the eyes of God and all this kind of thing. So he's trying to gain momentum from this, and I feel that people will see this and actually have a different kind of perception of what happened to Harry and Meghan, and many people will see that, you know, see William and King Charles as dinosaurs, you know, because we all should be treated equally. And there is going to be messages here, emails, and you know, what road should we take in this situation? It's like a stalemate. After this book, after this 60-minute interview, after Netflix, we have a stalemate. How should we deal with this? We get two stubborn people, and we get the Hermit, and I see that Harry is happy just to take it off and just be a hermit and just be on his own here, and be happy, because he will have his followers and he will be understood more after he's explained himself in this book and told his truth. He will find that, look, there's more pain coming here, stabs in the back here in the future. This could be stabs in the back again. You know, how dare you write this book about William and Kate trying to ruin their reputation? How dare you try to ruin the reputation of King Charles when he's only just getting, you know, going to be having his coronation in is it June? I can't remember the date. Please put that in the comment section if you know when the coronation is. So defending themselves and saying, you know, we're defending ourselves because of what we've said. But there's bitterness now, and we get the Lovers card here. More kind of revelations of lovers. Who's done the cheating here? Who is going to be accused of cheating and having multiple lovers? Will it be King Charles? Will it be William? Or will it be Harry? Because I do get here that there's going to be some dirt. This is turning into something really dirty. That this fight is becoming very dirty. That's what I'm getting, because it's like, you know, he's supposed to love that woman, yet he's had multiple affairs, kind of thing. And yeah, they're out for battle here. So this is not going to, after all of this, and Harry's saying, look, I want my brother back, I want my father back, and trying to move into calmer waters, Harry and Meghan. It's going to be difficult for them. They're actually juggling this. trying to keep things calm. Yes, now we want to reconcile with you. And I get the lady. So Diana is going to be mentioned in the book, and also the money issue, that they cut them off money wise, and there was no sharing of a legacy here. King Charles was withholding a legacy, whatever legacy that is. And I get the world card to stop them from moving forward in their lives here with the world card. So this stopping of this money, this withholding of this legacy, this money here, is actually blocking Meghan and Harry from moving forward in their own lives here. The Princess of Cups, again, could be Diana. Here, I don't think that's Meghan. I get Meghan sitting in the back foot here and just, and just watching the show. This is what narcissists do. They create chaos. They'll nudge someone to say, hey, go and write that book, and I'll sit back and I'll watch the show. And that's what she's done here. And that's what's coming through here. I get some kind of Jezebel here, and I'm not saying that Meghan is a Jezebel, but she is. She's certainly in the middle of this. So, I could go on forever and ever with this reading, but I feel, we need to stop. I'll be here until tomorrow morning going through this. So I have to say that. Put your comments in the comments. I'm going to leave this open-ended. Why does there have to be a conclusion to all of my readings? I don't feel, there isn't any conclusion. There's no conclusion here. This is ongoing. So I'll pick out 2 cards, which are energy cards here. I feel appropriate for this. If we have 2 energy cards for this rift between William and Harry and his papa, Prince Charles. Not Prince Charles, King Charles, sorry. A merry motive. What does that mean? I would say it's all because of money, okay? They've got the money. Look at that, bearing fruit. They're walking away and smiling. We made a few mil on that. And we get here bearing fruit. And we have with this card, the merry motive is this beared fruit. It's going to make millions. This book is going to be flying off the shelves. Everybody's interested in what Harry's got to say, or finding out what's going on here. He's also going to get sympathy as well. People are going to sympathise, and he's going to gain a bit more kind of momentum. And he's going to, I get that because of this, his career is going to take off. What career do you say? Humanitarian career. I get Africa, I keep getting Africa all the time. And I feel that the only way to stop this is to treat Prince Harry as an equal. The way to get around this, King Charles, is to treat your son like an equal. You made a mistake there. You made a big mistake. Yes, there was a worry that they were going to take the limelight away from the future kings, but you should have been a bit kinder there, I feel, and congratulated them on their missions in life, and treated them like a duchess and a duke and duchess, So the only way around this is to give some kind of future to Harry, and I think it's Africa. I feel it's Africa. I feel the solution to this is giving Harry a responsibility of Africa and the wildlife in Africa. Absolutely. And show him that it's really, really important around that field. And I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. Please put your comments in the comments section. what your theory is about this, good or bad. I always enjoy reading them. So you take care, guys, and I will see you soon, okay? And bye for now. Bye bye.